Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you are all doing really well. Welcome back to Man City Unplugged again, your very own Man City fan channel. We are looking at a very exciting time here because the transfer window has just opened, and it is exciting because we know that the club will be very busy in the transfer window. We need at least 4 to 5 players in order to challenge Liverpool for the title and also in order to significantly compete well in Europe, in order to challenge for that coveted Champions League trophy as well, along with the Premier League. So, an interesting piece of news that has been coming in is regarding David Alaba. Uh, there is news being reported by various news outlets that the contract talks between David Alaba and Bayern Munich have broken down. They have come to a stalemate. And it has also been widely reported that the agent of David Alaba is threatening Bayern Munich that David Alaba will run down his contract. We all know that David Alaba just has a 1 year contract left. So he'll run down his contract with Bayern Munich and then go on a free to any other club he wants. And the advantage for that is and the advantage with that is David Alaba will get a huge signing on bonus because he's 28, 29 at the very prime of his game, and he's one of the best left back in the world, and he can play at center back as well, and he can play in the midfield as well. Now the interesting part here is that Man City have always wanted David Alaba, and so we refused to take cash for Leroy Sané. Talked about a swap deal with Bayern Munich regarding David Alaba and Leroy Sané, but Bayern Munich were very adamant. They told that David Alaba was not at sale for any price. They wanted to retain David Alaba, and they were sure that he'll sign a contract extension with them. But that looks not to be the case now, and Bayern Munich's hand might just be forced. Uh, and also the risk of losing David Alaba for free would really prompt Bayern Munich to sell him at a cut price rate. I think 45 million pounds is really reasonable. It is a very fair price, and that's what City has been also asking for because Leroy Sané was sold at around about 45 million pounds with 10 million pounds in add-ons. So swap deal would have been perfect, but even if this happens, it's one and the same. We get 45 million pounds for Leroy Sané, we pay it again for David Alaba. And also, this looks like a very far fetched thing now, but in my heart of heart, it says that we will complete the signing of David Alaba. Just imagine this signing of the summer with a signing like David Alaba, with a player like David Alaba coming in. Wow, what a wonderful addition that would be for the squad. And also another important thing with David Alaba is it's not like signing Joao Cancelo or any other player. Like Joao Cancelo was very good, excellent at Juventus. But then he came to Man City. You have seen what happened in the first season. He didn't quite settle in, and that's quite common because he needs to understand. He needed to understand what Pep Guardiola demanded, the positional sense and all. When to retain the ball, when to dribble forward, when to go back, when to cover other players, in what position should he cover other players. A lot of things. But then David Alaba has played inside that Pep Guardiola system at Bayern Munich for 3 years, so he knows. It's like if David Alaba comes to Man City today, he could start in that Real Madrid game. I mean, if the rules allowed, he could start in that Real Madrid game. That's how prepared David Alaba would be. He would just fit into this Man City team and function like a well-oiled machine. I mean, he would just be the perfect fit for Man City. He is the missing piece of the jigsaw, I would say, along with another central defender. We get David Alaba. We can challenge. I mean, leave the Premier League. We can challenge for the Champions League. We'll surely be in Champions League semi-final or so if we get David Alaba and another centre back. That's how much of a value he'll provide. And also he'll solve two problems at once, the centre back and the left back, and he can play in midfield as well. And also regarding taking free kicks, he's excellent at free kicks. Now we left De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, David Alaba as well to take free kicks. It would just be an overall value addition, whatever way you look at it. So as I have said before, somewhere in my heart, deep down in my heart, I feel that that we will sign David Alaba. This contract saga with Bayern Munich will continue, and Bayern Munich will finally sell him, and Pep Guardiola is also with us, so that's a great advantage that we'll get David Alaba. And also another interesting piece of news is regarding Ferran Torres. The deal for Ferran Torres is set to be really close. It's at 41 million pounds. This has been dragging on for a while. Reports have been coming that Valencia and City were far off, but the personal terms of the player were agreed. It was just talking with the club, but now there seems to be a consensus in this deal, and 41 million pounds, around that price, 41 to 45 million pounds is what will get Ferran Torres for, it looks like it. So the interesting thing about this deal was the way Man City dealt with the negotiations. I mean, if you look back in those days in 2008-9, when the club was just recently purchased, we were splashing the cash. Robinho, you name the player, we were just splashing the cash and buying them. But now City have developed into this shrewd, well-oiled machine that in the transfer market we set our price. We tell our price which is very reasonable, which is very fair, which reflects the market standards. And then if the other club wants more amount of money than what we have stated, we are not hesitant to leave, be it whatever the stature of the player, how big the player is, how big the club is, we don't care. I mean, for example, Harry Maguire, you can see. Uh, Leicester stated 80 million pounds and we wanted, I think, 75 million pounds, around that. And Man United was ready to buy. We were not ready to be bullied into the transfer market. I mean, we would not be taken for granted. We told 75 million pounds or we move off. It was a clear message. Sanchez, it was not that we couldn't afford Sanchez's wages. We could. It was not that we couldn't afford Harry Maguire. It was not a matter of money. It's a matter of principles. It's a matter of what the club stands for. And what the club stands for is fairness in the market. We demand that fairness. If a player's price is 100 million pounds, we're ready to give. So the club has developed into a really great negotiating machine, and we complete our deals fairly quickly, fairly well. Not like Man United where they talk a deal for for like a month or two, and then just persuade the other club, do this and that, even lose the player. I mean, they're not quite sure, but we are very sure on our principles, and that's how it should be. You give this or we go away. That's an excellent thing which the club is doing, and I'm really proud of that. And also, if we have more transfer news or transfer rumors or links to players to talk about and all, we'll be back tomorrow. And also, if a news comes that City have agreed a fee for a player or City are very close to signing a player and all, we'll come in front of you with a video whenever that happens. And also, if you're enjoying the content, first of all, hope you're enjoying the content and you're having a good time watching this. And if you're enjoying the content, please do like the video, and also do subscribe to the video. Click on that bell icon. That will be a huge way to support me. It will mean a lot to me. It will encourage me to bring in more and more content for you. And also, have a nice day and see you all tomorrow. Take care.